How was your family's reaction, your friend's reaction?
Oh, don't ask.
I have to.
Don't ask. First of all, I have to say I made a big mistake with regards to my family. I told you 10 months I was like convinced in my heart, but I just didn't dare to take the first step. During these 10 months, I have not talked to my parents about Islam even once, not 1 second. They didn't know that I'm reading books about this or having discussions with my friend. Nothing. Then I converted to Islam, and at the beginning I didn't want to tell my parents because I knew this would be a big story, especially because they didn't know anything about it. But you see, the problem was when I converted, it was in the beginning of 1995, January 1995, I think the first Friday that year. And if you check your calendar, Ramadan in 1995 started end of January, I think January 26. This means, you can say, 3 weeks later. And of course, I wanted to fast, but I'm still living at home. How can I explain to my mother that for 30 days I'm not having lunch with you?
And drinking any water.
Yes. So I knew within the next 3 weeks I have to talk to my parents. Otherwise, I would have hesitated at least another 6 months. So there was no time to prepare them, and there was no way to escape. So 4 days before Ramadan, I prayed in my room. And I went downstairs. It was around 8 o'clock in the evening. My parents sitting in the living room watching TV. I was standing in front of the door. I said, "Ya Allah, oh God, make it easy." So I opened the door and I said to my parents, "Mom, Dad, I have news for you." And there's a look at you. I said, what news? Then I just told them straight away, I've become Muslim. And then I remember my father's reaction. The first sentence he said was, "Muslims, they are all terrorists." It was the first reaction. And this was 1995, even before 9/11. 1995. Muslims, they're all terrorists. That was the first sentence. My mother, she became hysterical. I mean, as if she really lost her mind at that evening. Because she was too afraid. She was too afraid. My uncle, her brother, years later, he told me my mother called him that night. She wanted to talk to her brother, and he told me it was late evening, maybe 10 or 11 o'clock. So he picked up the phone, and he just heard my mother's voice. "They have taken our Marcel. They have taken our Marcel." That was the first thing. That was the only thing he heard. My mother's voice. "They have taken our Marcel. They have taken our Marcel." I said, Who took? What happened? I'm sure she didn't know what she said that evening. But as I said, it was a big mistake on my behalf that I have never talked to them about Islam at all during the whole 10 months.
What about in the positive sense? Did any German person came to you and said, "I didn't know that Islam is this way," or my thoughts are now changed? Did you have such conversations?
Of course, they asked the usual questions. A lot of them in school. "You can marry now." You converted because you can marry 4 women. I understand now you can have 4 wives. This was number 1. Number 2, they ask about jihad all the time. Holy war. Some people ask, are you going to kill now all unbelievers? Are you going to cut our tongues or something like that? You see these images. A Muslim is only a guy with a sword in his hand. Yeah. But these were the type of questions.